Hello, my name is Peter Holt. I'm the Vice Chairman of the International Franchise Association Social Sector Franchising Committee, and I've been active in franchising for over 35 years. Currently, I'm the President and CEO of the Joint Chiropractic. We're a publicly traded company based in Scottsdale, Arizona, with over 850 clinics delivering chiropractic care in a retail setting. And during my career, I built and managed franchise systems all over the world, and I've always been attracted to the idea that the franchise model can serve a higher purpose. Franchising can be more than simply a commercial business using it to expand its footprint, but can be used around the world to deliver vital services such as clean water, medical care, child care, education, and nutrition, just to name a few. Now let's talk about the basics of the franchise model. According to the International Franchise Association, there are over 3,500 businesses that are utilizing the methodology of franchising. And what's important to understand here is that franchising is not the industry. It is simply one of many choices a business use to expand their business. The industry can be frozen desserts, postal and business communication services, chiropractic care. In fact, according to the IFA, there are over 200 different industries that are utilizing the methodology of franchising. What binds these 3,500 businesses together is the use of franchising as that methodology. Clearly, it can be used in almost any type of service, from pet care to salons. In all my years of building and managing franchise systems, one of the important lessons I have learned is how critical it is that there's a clear understanding of the roles and responsibilities between the franchisee and the franchisor. Starting with the franchisor, the key roles and responsibilities usually include selecting qualified franchisees, protecting the brand by enforcing standards, making changes to the service or product offerings as market conditions change, continually enhancing and improving the operating system, training franchisees, including how to train their staff, developing and enforcing advertising and promotional standards. The value is created by building a recognizable brand name around consistent, predictable products or services that the franchisor offers. In the typical commercial franchise relationship, the franchisee also has a series of roles and responsibilities to play. They usually include the upfront payment of a franchise fee, the building out and paying for the individual operating unit, the paying of the operating expenses until that unit becomes profitable, the building of their customer base by using only approved products and services, the training and staffing of their units, and the promoting advertising of the unit using the franchisor's guidelines. The franchisee has a commitment both personally and financially to ensure the success of that business as they build a valued customer base. When managed effectively, there's remarkable advantages for both the franchisee and the franchisor in this relationship. From the point of view of the franchisor, they can accelerate their growth through the use of capital and commitment of their franchisees. They can also respond more actively or rapidly to the market conditions from the feedback of the franchisee. And they can spread the risk of the development because these are truly independently owned and operated businesses. From the franchisee's perspective, they receive an operating model to run the business. They receive ongoing training and support on how to run that business. They receive the benefit of operating under a brand. They also can find financing easier because it's a branded concept. And they truly are in business for themselves, but not by themselves. Social franchising is a method of scaling social enterprises with a higher purpose. Like a traditional franchise, a social franchise can leverage local resources to deliver goods and services, as well as business ownership opportunities that people in the communities value. It can also be a powerful engine for economic growth for the community. But there's also important differences between the traditional franchisor and a social franchisor. In the typical commercial franchise model, products and services meet the wants and needs of the middle and upper income consumers. Franchisors relatively quickly can become self-sustaining, and the franchisees have access to capital. In the typical social franchise model, the social mission is the primary goal. Their consumers often live in poverty. Products and services are essential. The franchisor may rely on external sources of funding to support the business, and the franchisee often needs help in accessing capital from the franchisor. In this video series, you'll learn the methods commercial franchise companies have used to make franchise systems successful and how social franchises have applied these methods to various industries such as healthcare, childcare, and clean water. Topics covered include: what are the criteria for franchising an enterprise? What goes into the contracts between the franchisee and the franchisor? How to determine the financial relationship between the franchisees and the franchisors? How do franchisors identify territories and control supply chains? How do franchisors recruit and select franchisees? And what type of support should franchisors provide to franchisees? In this video series, you'll learn from successful social franchisors such as Jibu. Jibu franchisees are equipped with Jibu's water purification and other equipment, branding, training, and capital required to launch franchise locations selling pure drinking water at competitive prices. Mercado Fresco. Mercado Fresco makes quality, affordable food accessible to low-income communities in Nicaragua by equipping women to own and operate small franchise stores selling fresh dairy, vegetables, bread, and traditional foods such as rice and beans. Unjani Clinics. Unjani Clinics is a South African network of nurse-led primary medical clinics housed in specialty outfitted shipping containers. Unjani empowers Black women or professional nurses to operate and ultimately own their own clinics and creates permanent employment in townships and rural communities. And finally, Grow Care Centers. Grow Educare Centers is a social enterprise that believes that providing quality early childhood development education to the majority of South African children has the potential to change the future of South Africa for good. The franchisor trains women already running early childhood development programs, but out of their homes, to upgrade their offerings and operate financially sustainable businesses. Finally, thank you for taking the time to view these videos. These are all part of the resources provided by the International Franchise Association's Social Sector Franchising Committee and the University of New Hampshire's Rosenberg International Franchise Center to promote social franchising. Please visit their websites at socialsectorfranchising.org/about and paulcollege.unh.edu/Rosenberg/social-franchising to learn about other educational resources. Please feel free to share this video with your network to build awareness about how social franchising can help successful social enterprises rapidly expand their footprint. Finally, we offer our sincere thanks to our sponsors for this video series.